Hi there guys, and welcome to week number 2 update of the MSI sports betting program. Now we've had a bit of a progress after a little bit of a stumble, if you will. I wouldn't really call it a stumble, more just a correction, much like those of you who are in the stock market or in property. Perhaps you probably understand this. But either way, we're still in profit, and actually we have improved upon last week. Now, I believe last week we updated on the 7th, and if that is the case, we're at 8% at the time. And we are now at 13.6145%. And in my sports betting account, that actually means that we are up $1,361.45. Now, that's because I've committed $10,000 to this sports betting venture. You guys, whatever your sports betting bankroll is, go ahead and work that out, the 13.6145%, because that would obviously be more relevant to your situation. Okay, so if you guys have a look at the chart here, this is basically the day-by-day tracking of how we're going. So you guys can see it. This is kind of what I meant by a stumble. We were at 845, and then it went to 964, then back down, up a little bit, down again, and then we've gone up, 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 up higher. We had a big day today, being the 14th of October, I should say. And what I mean by big day is that we won a C bet with one of our NHL systems. We won a B bet with one of our CFL systems. And actually we won a double bet with our NHL system as well. So that's the reason why you guys can see here on the 14th of October we won 3 series and lost 1. So that's the reason for this nice big jump here in one day, where we went up by 3.256%. So very, very nice jump. I was very, very happy. I honestly thought that we would lose the series, which doesn't bother me anyway, because we have a backup plan. Here at MSI, we actually prepare for losses. Okay. Other sports betting programs don't really. They just like to talk about the airy fairy. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. Now, just to give you guys a quick count here, so far for the new betting period being October, it is so we've completed 2 weeks. We've won a total of 20 series and 20 bets, and we've lost 7. And so far we are undefeated. We have undefeated records so far for this betting period. Mind you, it's only 2 weeks. It's very, very early. Okay, but basically added up, everything up, all up together, we're up $1,361.45 for a $10,000 bankroll. Okay, so let's just say, for example, if you had a $1,000 bankroll, you'd be up $136.14. If you had a $100,000 bankroll, and trust me, some people do, you'd be up $13,614.50. Not bad for 5-10 minutes a day. Some days we actually only had one bet. You guys can see here, 7th of October, one bet. 6th of October, one bet. 8th of October, 9th of October, one bet. 11th of October, one bet. 13th of October, one bet. So it happens quite often where there isn't a lot of action, where instead of 5 to 10 minutes, it's more like 30 to 60 seconds, right? Depending on how familiar you are with your sports book and how long it takes you to place your bets. But we provide full training video tutorials with the recommended sports books that we provide be not only for safety and security of your funds, but more importantly for ease of use, if you will, and being able to maximize your profitability when it comes to betting our methodologies. Okay, so pardon me, as you guys know, we're basically going to go through all the accounts so that what I'm actually showing you here is congruent with what I'm actually saying. Okay, now one thing I wanted to touch upon actually is this shouldn't have been a $325.60 day profit. I didn't work out the exact number because, quite honestly, I was pissed off with myself that I made the mistake. But this actually should have been a $390 profit. So this should have been more like the 14% mark, and this should have been more like 1400. Upon saying that, I'm keeping true to these figures because this is what I put down. However, obviously the program itself, and for those who bet it correctly, i.e. my members, are now up a higher percentage than I am. Okay, yes, I am human. Yes, these are my systems, but I make mistakes. I had to get up at basically 5 a.m. my time in order to get that particular bet down. And clearly I wasn't very awake because I made the mistake of miscalculating the bet I should have placed and won a lot less than I should have. Okay, however, I'm not complaining at all with $1,361 profit in 2 weeks' time. Okay, that's not bad at all for 10 minutes a day. I'm not complaining. Okay, so guys, what I'm doing now is logging into the accounts to show you exactly what I'm doing, so that it is in fact again congruent with what I'm actually showing you on the charts. Okay guys, so now we're looking at our 5 dimes account just to basically see how we've gone. We're going to check out some of our wages. So these are the wages that I was talking about today with regards to Washington, and we had a double bet win, which is pretty cool. So basically for today, and looks like it started the count for this week, we're up 242.60 already. Nice start to the week. See, last week's net is at 181.85. Okay, which is cool. It doesn't really matter. What really matters is that we continue to make money long term. And you guys can see my balance here has actually grown from where it was last week. Okay, so if we just have a look at our account and see what sort of deposits have been made, so that you guys can see what's actually been going on with the account, that'd be pretty cool as well. So here's basically all the wages that we've been placed. NHL, Canadian football, so NHL and CFL a lot in here. You guys don't see any NFL here because Bet365 odds have been better so far, but you guys will definitely see that in time. So you guys can see here on the 2nd of October there was a deposit of $75 from my Money Bookers account. Okay, so again, full transparency, guys. I mean, obviously I'm blocking out my account number because I don't want anyone to try and rip me off. And again, you can see here another $225 deposit with my Money Bookers account. Here's another one here, $350 deposit. Okay, and that's basically it. See, that last deposit was on the 4th of October. Okay, and I haven't had to make a deposit since then. I made, obviously, 3 deposits in 3 days because I was increasing the account very, very slowly. Because as you guys know, I want to keep as little money in here as possible and as much money as possible in my account. Okay, and so basically that's what we've got going here, guys. You guys can see the deposits. You guys can see the withdrawals. We haven't made any withdrawals yet this period, but when I do, I'll definitely show you. So it's cool to be able to withdraw some money because then it makes this real. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, some of you might not necessarily be used to that. You might be losing so much or so used to losing that you're not used to taking money out. But, once my account reaches a healthy range, I'm thinking probably around the $2,000 to $3,000 range, I'll probably make my first withdrawal, and then I'll put that money on my credit card or whatever instead of it sitting in this account doing nothing. Okay, I'm a human being, I got bills to pay too. So basically what I usually do is I put the extra credit into an online e-wallet or online account, ready for me to be able to deposit wherever I want. Or what I do is I put it on my credit card if my sports books at the time allow me to deposit directly by credit card. That allows me then to free up my credit card and basically pay less interest. Okay, the money is still committed. Okay, don't get me wrong, I'm not spending it, I'm not taking it and going to the Bahamas or whatever. The money is still there and it's still committed to this venture. Okay, it's just not necessarily sitting in this account. But we'll show you that when the time comes. So just some exciting news. We've been able to add a couple of more NHL systems to our sports betting arsenal, which is really exciting because I think we've got about 7 NHL systems now, and the NBA is only 2 weeks away, so I'm going to start working on that. Some other exciting news is that I've managed to track down some MLS data. For those of you who don't know what that is, it is soccer. US soccer data. What's best about this is that it runs congruent with the MLB season basically, and it allows us to help out because we have the WNBA betting program, but quite frankly it's weak, we don't get a lot out of it. I've really wanted to crack soccer for a long time, so me finally being able to get my hands on some data to actually do some research will allow us to crack into that market. Basically what we want to do is have as many profitable systems as possible, so that when we experience a loss, it's not a major hit on our accounts because every other system is firing. Or basically, it allows us to bet all year round. We have that ability now, but imagine this: rather than risking 4% on one series on one system at one sport at one particular time, imagine risking 0.5% on 50 different systems all the time. Okay, you can see how powerful that is. By investing small little nuggets all over the place, we're able to multiply the results we get. Okay, that's how we're able to get such a big return betting so many systems, despite the fact that we risk very, very, very little on each bet. It's because we have so many systems. So right now, I believe, off the top of my head, I've got to do the numbers, but I've added a few systems to the program in the last week. I don't actively count my systems, I'm sorry, but I believe we're up to about 37 or 38 systems. And I've got a couple of more NHL theories to test, and a few more once I get my hands on this MLS data, which will be in the next 48 to 72 hours. I might get into that, I may not. The reason I say that is because the NBA is only 2 weeks away. And right now I believe we have 4 NBA systems. I may actually drop one of them and start testing on some other potential theories to see if there's any way that we can make some more money that way. Okay? So, look guys, stay tuned. Pardon me, stay tuned for the next videos. It's been very exciting. It's actually a lot of fun bringing you these updates, and I'm going to continue to do so as much as I can. Okay, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to bring this in. So as you guys can see here again, the update was week 1 we made a total profit of $802.12. Week 2 we did pretty well still at $559.33. In total, we're up $1,361.45 for 2 weeks, okay? Which in turn means we're up 13.6145%. Okay, pretty cool stuff. Keep in mind that should be 1,400 and therefore 14%, and my members would be at that 4% mark, but I made the mistake, and so I'm staying true to our tracking, so that basically everything is the same. Okay, cool. All right, you guys, be safe and take care of yourselves. Look, stop wasting your money with handicappers that don't actually work. Stop wasting your time with handicappers that aren't making you money. Join MSI now and start making money. I'm here to help you guys, and our betting program is second to none on the world. Okay, I look forward to seeing you on the winner's side.